Hey guys, it's Lily Pat. Welcome back to another episode of Crazy Candy Creations. As you can see, I am back at my couch with my blindfold on and my bowl with all of my candy recipes in it. So now we're going to choose our candy recipe. I have to put my blindfold on. Candy we will be making is chocolate caramel covered pretzels. So now I have all my ingredients and tools here to make our caramel chocolate covered pretzels. The things you are going to need are some long, thick pretzel sticks. I bought 2 bags and picked out the longest ones I could find that weren't broken. You are going to need some chocolate. This is a little less than a pound of chocolate, but it depends on how many pretzel rods you're making. It's 50 pretzel rods to a pound of chocolate. And you are going to need some caramel. I made this caramel myself, and if you want to learn my recipe for caramel, I will put a link to the recipe in the description below. You are going to need a piece of parchment paper and a baking tray. So now let's get started with the first step. So the first thing we need to do to make our pretzel rods is to soften the caramel in the microwave so that we can spoon it over the pretzels easily, and we can pack it in and let it set without having too much problems, because this caramel is pretty firm and your caramel should be too. So what you're going to need to do is put your caramel into a microwave safe bowl and then microwave it for 30 seconds, then stir it a little bit, then microwave it for 20 seconds, then stir, and keep microwaving at 20-second intervals until your caramel is soft and spoonable, but not completely liquid. So now that I have softened my caramel, it is time to coat our pretzels in caramel. So the way you do this is you scoop the caramel onto the pretzel and cover most of the pretzel, but leave a little bit of the end for gripping. And then you just place your pretzel on a parchment sheet and do that to the rest of your pretzels. So once you have fitted all the pretzels that you can onto your sheet lined with a baking tray, you want to pop these guys for 2 minutes in the freezer to let the caramel set. So now that our pretzels have been in the freezer for 2 minutes, you want to take each one, and you'll notice there's a flat side to each pretzel. So what you want to do is just take the pretzel and with your hands warm it up a little bit and just press out the lines a little bit of the pretzel and try to make it as round as possible, and then do that with all of your pretzels. So here I have my chocolate pieces that we are going to melt and dip our caramel covered pretzels in the chocolate so that they have a double coat, which is double delicious. So when you melt your chocolate, in candy making, you can't just melt chocolate and then dip, and that's it. In candy making, you have to temper the chocolate, which means melting the chocolate, but then getting it at the right temperature. So I will show you guys how to do that right now. So the first thing you want to do to temper your chocolate is to push aside. Why am I doing this? Push aside a quarter of your chocolate pieces so that you can save them for the tempering process. So I am just going to estimate and take these many chocolate pieces and just put them aside. And then you're going to melt this chocolate in the microwave at 20-second intervals. So now that I have melted my chocolate in the microwave, it is time to temper it. So you are going to need your chocolate chunks, and what you are going to do is just drop the chocolate chunks that are unmelted into your melted chocolate, give them a little swirl, and then take a candy thermometer, insert it in, and wait and stir and wait for the temperature to go up to 86 degrees. And this looks just about right. So once your chocolate is at the right temperature, you are going to want to take out all the little chunks of chocolate that are unmelted, because they will still be unmelted. They will just be floating around in there, and you just want to take all the chunks out, and then you can dip your pretzels. So now that I have taken out all the chunks, our chocolate is tempered, and it is time to dip our pretzels. So how you dip your pretzels is you are going to take a pretzel and swirl it in the chocolate as much as you can, and then spoon over the chocolate with your spoon and make sure it's completely coated, and then just place it on a piece of parchment paper. So now that I have dipped all of my pretzels in luscious milk chocolate and coated them with caramel, it is time to let the chocolate set, and it's going to be really hard to wait on these guys. You have to hurry up, okay? Hurry up. These guys are so slow. So now it's time for the taste test, and I have my mom here for the taste test because my sister got bored of doing it. So why don't you taste this?
I would be glad to. I think I'm going to take this one here.
Okay.
Okay. I have to give this, I think, a 4.5. And the half is that I think I would like a little more salt on it, but overall it's absolutely delicious because it has a perfect taste of crunch and chewy, and then with the chocolate on top, so it's absolutely delicious. You're my Willa Wonka.
That's what she calls me.
Well done. So good.
Let me try one.
I guess if you're not a salt person, then maybe the salt is not a big deal, but I like kind of the salty taste. So, what do you think?
Well, I like it because it exercises your jaws.
Yes.
So you can't feel too guilty about eating it. You get a lot of exercise.
Yeah. Though I'm sure there are healthier ways to exercise your jaws, but
yeah, but
we'll justify eating these with that. Okay.
Yeah. The crunch is nice with the chewiness, as you said.
Definitely.
And the salt on the pretzel is supposed to give it the salty, sweet taste, but
yeah,
the sweet overrides the salt.
Yeah. Maybe we need saltier pretzels. Maybe that's the solution. So, Yeah.
They're so good.
They're delicious. They're wonderful. And it's going to ruin our lunch.
Thanks you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Here are our finished pretzels. And before I end this video, I just want to say a few things about making these pretzels. One, your pretzels are going to break. Like, look at this tiny one. Your pretzels are going to break no matter what. And it's okay because the weight of the caramel on the pretzel is a lot of weight, so because the caramel is dense. So your pretzels will break, but some of them will stay whole, like this one, these two, and these two. They all stayed whole, so that was pretty good. Also, you don't want to put too much caramel on your pretzels because then the pretzels, they just will break in the middle. Like some of them, if you see the pretzels leaning to one side, that means in the middle there's a crack in the pretzel. They're definitely still edible. It's just that you don't want to put too much weight on the pretzel. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I already said that like 3 times. And if you want to see the recipe for my caramel, I will put a link to that in the description below. And if you want to go see my other Crazy Candy Creations videos, there you can go to my channel. And I also have a sea salt caramels video, and I use the same recipe for the caramel in here. So you can also check out that video if you want to make these. So these are really fun and really easy, especially if you buy commercial caramel, and before the chocolate sets, you can add like sprinkles or designs, whatever you want on the chocolate. So they're really fun, and they make a great snack because they just, look, you can just like pack these in a container and then take them out and you bite them. So wherever you go, these are a good treat and they're easy to make. So yeah, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next Sunday.